Welcome back, guys, to Women Empowerment Wednesday. Today we have the beautiful Jessica. Yes! And so we're going to dive into everything that she does and why she's passionate about it. And it's just crazy how God aligns, because we met years ago back in high school, and here we are again, entrepreneurs, just making the world a better place. So
That's
I'm excited.
Great. I'm so proud of you too. This space is amazing.
Thank
like
you.
everything is so pretty. You did such a good job.
Thank you. But go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, my name's Jessica Lopez. I am a full-time musician. So that means that I am singing almost every day in some way, shape, or form. I'm a vocalist. I went to Columbia College and graduated from with a singing degree. Basically, singing. I'm just gonna call it a singing degree.
Keep it simple.
It's well, I'll just say the length. Then it's like contemporary, urban, and popular music. But the concept, right, just singing, just singing. And so I graduated in 2014, and then I started working with local bands, and from there, just sort of developed like, okay, well, steady gigging, and then a lot of things happened since then. But now I'm doing full-time music, and that's the only vocal lessons and gigging are like my main two things.
And I love that. So what does being a full-time musician mean to you beyond the money?
Yeah, so beyond the money, it's like a lifestyle.
Okay.
My instrument is my voice.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to take care of the whole instrument.
Yep.
It's like a lifestyle. It's not just about like, oh yeah, well, and it's also like, you don't just clock in and clock out like a traditional job. Like I'm always thinking of
24/7. In your sleep, you're thinking.
Well, as a business owner, like your brain just
you can't turn it off.
It's like being on a treadmill.
Mm-hmm.
I describe it as like a treadmill.
And that's a good analogy.
Yeah, because you're always working towards something, and for us, it's like we're trying to fill our calendar dates. Like we always want to be booked on Fridays and Saturdays because that's just the busy. That's just the busy time.
Okay.
So we're like thinking ahead. Okay, well, I gotta plan out my months. I gotta plan them out ahead of time, and then just kind of rolling with wherever it takes. And I love it because it's always something different.
Mm-hmm.
Each gig has its own set list, or each gig has its own client, or whatever, and doing everything from being in restaurants to weddings to private events, corporate events. I did a gender reveal party, actually. That was amazing.
Okay.
So, but like with anything, you start the business, and at first it's like, okay, well, how do I get to where I want to be? You set your goals. And so far, it's just a journey. It's like such a journey. Besides the money, it's like, are you passionate about what you're doing?
Yes.
Like, does it fulfill you?
Does it make you happy? Do you feel like you have a purpose?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like your purpose.
Right.
That is your purpose for sure.
Yeah.
So as a woman in the music industry, what challenges have you faced that shaped like your resilience?
Well, being a woman in general, like it's tough. But in the music industry, it's predominantly male.
Yeah.
There's a lot of band leaders that I've worked with, or a lot of musicians that I've worked with, and because I'm young and because I don't have as much experience as, let's say, somebody who's been doing this for a while, it's always like, well, there's always kind of like a
pushback.
There's always a little pushback, and so you have to be like, no, this is what I want to do, and this is what I have to take charge and just do it.
Yeah.
And like the amount of like hate, or the amount of like males who like chime in with,
oh my god.
And okay, let's not hate on males. Let's hate because there is some, like, I've gotten some good wisdom, and good knowledge, and like that's how I've been able to grow. Like I pick and choose, like, oh yeah, that's a great idea, but then like there are just some. Being a woman in the industry is hard because everybody wants to tell you how to do it.
What to do, because they think they know it the best way. And I feel like that's all industries that are male dominated. It's just like, a woman can't do it. And it's like, no, give me an opportunity to shine.
Yeah, like, learning to say no's and boundaries
is important.
Yes.
Absolutely. I've learned that like in the past couple years, like boundaries are essential. And it's not mean, you just have to say no.
Yeah,
like.
Exactly.
So that's very, very important. So can you share a moment with us that you were empowered in your music career?
Empowered in my music career. I feel like there's a internal like feeling of I'm finally confident, and I'm finally. Actually, I was just doing a gala with the band that I play with, Electric Sugar.
Okay.
And I was just thinking about how we've done this gala a couple times, and then I reflected on like the first time I ever did a gala with like a different band and how nervous I was, like, And you know, having still done gigs before that, but like doing a big one where they're like these people are spending serious money, and like the band was really expensive, so like, but noticing the feeling that I have every time that I do it, and like the more confident I am, the more empowered I am, the more I'm like, I got this.
Yes, go up there, let me knock this out real quick.
Yeah, exactly. Just feeling like I own it now versus like before, it's just like you're nervous. And then you just show up and you're like, I got this now. This is just like...
Isn't it crazy to look back and witness like your growth?
Yeah.
Like it's like you said, like I was nervous back then. Like even with this, like I never used to want to talk in front of people, let alone like a camera and make a pose. But like now it's like, it's natural because you get confident and it's something that you feel like brings purpose.
Yes.
So I'm so proud of
Thank
you. You're welcome.
You too.
Thank you. So how do you define success for you?
I define success by, I guess, well, I'll have to think about this one. So I might have to edit it.
Okay. Just tell me when you're ready and I'm ready to ask.
How do I define success? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So how do you define success?
I define success by being secure in the amount of work that I have at the moment. Like, okay, I'm feeling really, really good. I don't have to like scramble to find things to fill. Like, like being steady. Like, maybe you can, like, I have all these appointments. Like, I'm feeling really, really good.
That you know that bills are taken care of.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay. And so, what stereotypes have you worked with that you want to change?
Oh, this is a big one. A lot of times, for singers specifically, other musicians may not respect us as much because we might not have all the technical knowledge or theory. Yes.
But you bring the voice.
Yes. But there's also a lot of singers who are just really good at singing, but maybe they don't have like a music background. And that's okay too. That doesn't invalidate like they're good at it. But a lot of musicians are like, oh well, you know, the singer just has to show up, or the singer doesn't really know like what key they're in. Like, I know what key I'm in.
Right.
I show up, you know, early. Like, I don't just like waltz in.
Like I'm here.
But the stereotype for singers in general
is that people just walk in.
We just waltz in. We don't really, we're divas.
You don't practice like you.
Yeah. So there's that.
Misconception.
And, you know, there are stereotypes with literally everything. So I'm sure that there are singers that are like that, but that shouldn't be like
the standard.
You know, but that's what I get faced with a lot. Like, oh well, you know, you're just, you know, you're the singer. You just have to waltz in, and you don't have to pack up. Like, yeah, you're right, but I don't have to pack up my stuff,
my equipment,
but I have to go home and take care of my
your voice, your body.
Yeah.
Like that's more important. That's easier.
I
than
gotta
like
carry my instrument around all the time. Yeah. So.
Oh my goodness. So how do you feel like your transition into making this a full-time income went? And just share a little bit about that.
Okay, so this is interesting because before I went full-time music, I actually opened up a business called Region Escape Room in Whiting.
Okay.
It was like an actual escape room. We had multiple users. It was a good business. We were getting really busy, but at the same time, I was still weekend gigging.
Okay.
And then at some point, because mostly the games were being run on the weekends, and I had an employee there who was doing a really great job, but she was calling me for help about a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh man, this is tough because I'm trying to be on now.
For sure.
And then at that point, I'm like, you know what? I think somebody was interested in buying it. We sold it, and then I just let it go. And there was a void period of like, oh shit, like I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, like what am I gonna do now? I have all this empty space during the week to fill. But there's like a growth period. Like you know that it's gonna be uncomfortable for a while.
Yeah.
Like you know that for a while money ain't gonna be there.
Yeah.
And then you're like, but there's something inside of you
that pushes you, and I think it's your purpose.
Yes.
Knowing that this is what I'm supposed to do,
yes.
even though you don't see the money.
Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So how has diversifying your income strengthened your independence?
Okay, so that's a really good one too, because most musicians don't rely on just the gigging part. They have to have something else to supplement income. So what I leaned into is voice lessons. I can offer them from Zoom. I have done in person before, but now I'm kind of building my business of Zoom lessons, which is great for both myself and the client.
Right.
Because I have
travel time and all that stuff.
Yeah, I have clients that are just like, well, this is my lunch break and I really want to do my my lesson.
Okay.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Perfect.
And I block out time during my day. You know, of course I do like a bunch of other, like I do my Pilates and I have my like routine of like stuff that I need to do. But then I block out time for lessons, and it works out really, really well because there's like 2 sources of income that we have.
Okay.
You know, so the gigging part is like good, and most musicians will teach too.
Okay.
Unless you're fortunate enough to have like some kind of salary situation, which is
rare.
You know, yeah, it's really rare. So yeah, 2 sources of income really helps.
So the gigging is like the main income,
Primary.
and then the vocals lessons kind of kicks in.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then, what is a financial lesson that you've learned as a full-time musician?
Oh my gosh, I feel like a squirrel sometimes. I'm sure you know too.
Yes.
There are busy seasons and there are slow seasons.
Slow, and when they're slow, guys, they're slow.
Yeah.
Like they're slow.
Yes. So this busy season for musicians is spring, summer, all the way from like May to Labor Day.
Okay.
That's like peak where weddings are going and
Everything.
there's outdoor events and concerts, and the summertime gets crazy with like fests and stuff. That's where you're like, woo! Like
the money's coming in,
woo,
save everything.
Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, gotta save.
Because you know the slow season is coming.
Slow season is coming, and that's like November.
It's always the winter, like why?
Well, December gets really good with holiday stuff.
Okay, Christmas stuff.
Yeah, Christmas, and then January, boom, it's like dry January. Literally.
Really?
Literally dry January. Yeah.
It's probably because people are trying to. We feel like it's because people are trying to get their money back in order that they spent like all holiday season.
Yep.
Oh, the perks of entrepreneurship. We love it though.
We do love it. No,
you
seriously.
just got to learn how to like flow with it. Like you know when to expect slow seasons. You know when to expect busy seasons.
Yes.
And take advantage. So it's all a learning lesson for
is.
sure. Does teaching music empower you more than performing?
I learn so much through lessons.
I believe that.
It helps me in my own thing. I was just doing a lesson yesterday where we were trying to, you know, and it's more difficult with voice than like a guitar or like a piano, because I can see, because piano you can see exactly what they're doing.
Okay.
In voice, if they're doing something, I can't exactly see what's going on in the inside. I'm like, okay, try this. Okay, no, try this. Okay, ooh, and then it's like something. I'm like, ooh, yeah, recreate that sound. How are you doing that?
Okay.
You know, so, but then I also learn, and I'm like, oh, let me try doing this and putting it on stage and practicing with it. So I feel like I actually am doing my own lessons while I'm with somebody else.
Okay.
So then it helps strengthen my technique and foundation for the performance, the stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So what's some advice for women negotiating gig contracts or performance fees?
Okay. So this is really good because I have been too scared sometimes to ask for what I really think that I'm worth.
Okay.
I think this is in general in all businesses. Like, go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
And if there's a no, that's like okay. Like, it's rejection is always hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're like, well, I feel like I'm really worth this.
Right.
And then somebody's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna pay that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you stick with that.
Yep. You know your worth.
You know your worth.
Mm-hmm.
You stick with it, and eventually things will come up. And like, even if it's one no, the next time is a yes, and then you're like, okay, see, look, I can.
Yeah, and that no was worth it. Sometimes you have to go through like a bunch of rejections just to get that one yes that'll make the difference.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
So how do you maintain confidence?
I think the confidence comes from knowing that I have the experience to deliver on, you know, the jobs that I'm taking and the bands that are hiring me. You know, showing up consistently, showing up professionally, knowing the songs, all of that, like having that under my belt. Like, then I'm like, yeah, no, I know I can do this, and I go up there, and the more you do it, the more confident you get. That's just
and then you put the work in too outside of that, like you said, by practicing and different things like that. So how does teaching contribute to your sense of purpose?
So I love teaching because it's so fulfilling in a way. I work with a lot of young singers, you know, a lot of young girls who are like super passionate about, so I have like, you know, anywhere from like 10 to 16, 10 to 18 even, and that's like my favorite, because they're developing their voices, and I want to teach them healthy habits. I want to give them everything that I
learned along the way.
And I didn't really even start taking voice lessons seriously until, you know, I was like into my late teens already.
Okay.
So had I known all the stuff that I know now and could teach my little self at 10 years old,
Yeah.
you know, so I tell them, I'm like, I want to give you everything that I learned and everything along the way and help you grow, because I love listening to a young singer who just lights up when they sing. It's just it like touches my inner child.
You seem so passionate. I feel like you're such a great teacher because you're so like calming and then just again promoting and helping them.
Yeah, I try. I want to like that. It heals my inner child.
Yeah.
To teach like young girls, and that's like
It's a give.
It's a give take sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Okay. So what does it mean to you to mentor these young women?
So yeah, I think touching back on it, anybody can thrive if they're in the right environment.
Very true.
I want to create that environment.
Safe space.
Safe space. They come to me. Sometimes it's not about singing. Sometimes they just need to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes they have something on their chest,
and they just need to get it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you encourage female students to own their talent and their voice?
I think that comes from feeling safe.
Okay.
I think that once you put them in a safe space, because you know people are shy. Like
I will be shy. Like
yeah.
I think I can sing, but it's only like in the shower.
Yeah. People come in super shy.
Okay.
You create a safe space for somebody, and I think that's a huge part of it.
Right. So they don't feel judged. All that stuff is really important. Okay. So what impact do you hope to leave with your students?
I hope that even if they don't stay with me forever, that the impact that I had on them is something that they take with them. You know, being that person who's like super encouraging, super nurturing, super supportive in a way that I feel like I would want as a teenager. Like not somebody who's gonna criticize, not somebody who's gonna shame. Like I see you and I see what you're trying to do, and I just you know, I hope that they remember that, like, you know, even if it's only a few seasons of this, and maybe because a lot of times the girls will go off to college or you know, they'll go off, like whatever that I gave them is something that they take with them.
I feel like they will, especially again because of your personality, but because like there's high school teachers that I connected with.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's like I stick with them, like I feel like they're family now, but because they spoke like life into you and they believed in you, it's like let me keep them around, you know, like for that positivity. So I definitely agree, and your clients, your students will always be by your side.
Thank you. Love
You're
that.
welcome. So what role in personal branding has played like something sustaining in your career?
I do feel like I have a specific brand of like I'm pop.
Okay.
There's a lot of teachers or a lot of vocalists who are like oriented towards classical or opera or but pop is like my thing. Like that's where I know that I shine. And that's the other thing. I think in your business or in general, you have to know where is it that you shine.
Very true.
Like what is your sweet spot?
Like
what is your
passion?
Right, because you're like, you know, you're doing something that is uniquely you. And when you find a uniquely you, then like
it's like mind blowing. Like nonstop.
Yeah, so I focus on pop singing.
Okay.
And I'm really good at it.
And I feel like pop is something that's been around and like just continues to like evolve over time. So it'll be something that's like always around.
Yeah, but with pop singing, there's still technique and there's still foundation.
Yeah, of course.
There's always like a proper way to do it.
Okay.
But because of that, I feel like I get a lot of these singers who are like, well, I want to learn how to sing this in this style, like, and I could do that. Whereas like if it's somebody who wants to do musical theater, I can still help them, but not from a pop standpoint. Like
you have to kind of switch gears.
Yeah, switch gears. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And so, who are some female musicians or like mentors that you look up to?
As far as like, I wouldn't say like mentors. I mean, there's a lot of singers in the industry that I like have looked up to.
Okay.
That I've kind of like, oh, I study them and I try to approach my job professionally in the same way.
Okay.
There's not that many actually in the area, but there have been a couple. I'm like, oh, I really like this style. I really like. But as far as like, you know, we're talking celebrities, we're talking like famous people. I love Natalie Weiss. She's like an amazing vocal coach and an amazing singer. It's funny because she was on American Idol. She did not make it like to the top. But like her voice though is just.
It's beautiful. Is she local or
no, she lives? I think she's in New York.
Okay.
But there are of course like people that social media has been like super helpful, like finding people and like
For sure.
learning from them, and that's what I'm doing too with my social media. I post sometimes I post my singing lessons online,
Okay.
or I'll do a reel of like, hey, this is a 2-minute mini lesson, blah blah blah. Like I'm
Nice.
getting more followers.
Promote.
And yeah.
And I feel like that helps. I feel like we have to give like a little freebies out there every once in a while to get people to like funnel in, because I'm doing the same thing.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I love that technique. So how do you use your platform to uplift women in general?
Oh, I think that I don't know that I've actually quite done it in terms of like uplifting other women. I would hope that me posting my authentic stuff is like somebody else, some other woman sees it and is like, oh, wow, that's really brave. I want to do that. So I guess.
And that's the goal. So that is because you are the platform. So for sure.
I hope that whatever I'm posting is giving somebody else bravery or courage to post something themselves.
Okay.
You know how it's scary to even this. Like this is.
That's why I said like, but just go all in. And that was gonna be my next question. What's advice for someone who's afraid to just jump in? Because that's literally, you have to jump in.
Fear holds everybody back. Like not just in every aspect. If you think about the thing that's most scary for you and like walk towards it.
Yep.
Like that's something that you just have to do. I think about it sometimes when I'm making a really scary decision, that there's this cliff in front of me and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to jump, but like I'm just gonna hope and pray that the universe or God or whatever you feel but you believe in, like you jump and then there's gonna be a parachute and it will open up. You just don't know how long you're gonna be falling, but you know it's gonna open up.
And you just have to just do it, guys. Like literally, because this wasn't easy for you. It wasn't easy for me.
It wasn't easy for
when you continue to make yourself uncomfortable, that's when you grow. Like growth is outside the comfort zone.
Yes,
it really is.
Yes.
So, what does empowered women in music in 2026 look like?
Empowered women in music in 2026 is owning your voice, your body, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing what you bring to the table. This is the year of the horse. And I think we're on the same wavelength. Like last year, 2025, we exposed all of our patterns, all of our old habits.
Everything was exposed.
That was holding us back. We shed it. 2026, we have forward momentum. Forward momentum, and sometimes not even by choice. Like sometimes you just end up in this river and you're like, oh, I'm going. And don't stop yourself. Like don't stop yourself because of fear, because that's something that I used to do all the time, is because I would get scared. I'm like, you know what, let me stop because I don't know where this is going. Embrace that uncomfortableness, the unknown. Like just keep going, please. Like you said, the year of the horse, we're here. Just keep running forward like the stallions that we are, literally. Yes, girl.
Literally. So what's one thing that you would change for women in this industry?
I'm in the mindset now that growth and learning and change is all inherent. Like you have to learn the lessons of yourself. Like something will be obvious to you, like, oh, yeah, I should say no to that going forward. Like listening to your body
is important.
Your body tells you a decision, a boundary. Like
you get anxious, you may start sweating. It's just little cues like that you have to really listen to. So the change, whatever the change is like a personal thing for each person. Each singer, has to know what to say no to, what direction to take. Like, I just hope that in general, we start, I just hope that women become less scared of just doing their thing. And living in your authentic truth, like you said. Just be you. Like, you don't have to be anyone else. No one is you. Like, what you bring to the table is unique. We can do the same thing. It could be 1,000 of us doing the same thing. But what do you bring? Like, I love that. So thank you for coming on the show, Jessica. So let everyone know how to follow you if they just want to follow your story, book gigs, or even like book vocal appointments.
So I offer Zoom voice lessons. Those are really easy. You can just do them from your home laptop or whatever. We've done it from iPhones before too. My website is www.jessimusic. Let me spell it out. JESSI lopezmusic.com because there's no E.
Okay.
You can follow me on Instagram at jessie.lopezmusic. And you can find me at all kinds of places in Northwest Indiana, playing, singing, all over Chicagoland.
Yeah.
I have band gigs, I have solo gigs, I have duo gigs.
I love it.
Come see live music. Come support live music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then like do you have anything coming up that you want to announce? Like
Yeah.
any particular events that they can attend? And I can put it in the description too.
Yes. So I have some local gigs coming up. Fridays I'm going to be at Gino's and Dyer every Fridays from like March all the way through April. Every Friday 6 to 9 I'm performing at Gino's and Dyer. The food is amazing. The vibe is great. Everybody at the bar like becomes friends and starts singing with each other.
I love that. Okay.
It's so great. I'm gonna be at like Capalillo's in Crown Point.
Oh, that's by my house.
Yes, Windy City Social in Munster. So I'm kind of hopping around. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll post it. I'll give you my schedule.
Give me the information so I can post it so we can all support Jessica because we love her and she
Yeah.
is a beautiful person. And if you can't tell, she's very soft spoken, always smiling, always bubbly. This is how she's always been, literally. So this is her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad we were connected. This was like synchronicity, and also listen to those synchronicities. Like there is something to be said about what the universe. I don't know how spiritual we all are.
Yeah.
But the universe tells you things, and the universe guides
like little
you.
hints, even if it's angel numbers. Like pay attention, and then like think about what you're thinking about in that moment that you see those angel numbers. Like it's serious. Like being self-aware. Like we're older, we're in our 30s and everything. So like as you get older and you pay attention to like cues in your body and stuff, like stuff has always been there. We just weren't at that, I guess, mental point to even see or whatever.
Yes,
but
that's right.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you
As
so
always,
much for having
you're welcome. As always, if you're interested in being on the show, whether you're an entrepreneur, a mother going through a transition period, or just want to have girl talk, we are all about creating the platform to promote women. So I love you guys. All the information to follow Jessica will be below as well with her schedule. And just make sure you follow her. So bye guys.
Bye.